Here we have for sale our 2016 on a 16 plate Ford Transit Custom 290. That means it's got a 2.9 ton gross vehicle weight. This is the L2H2 or long wheelbase and high roof. 2.2 TDCI 125 brake horsepower trend van. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around, have a look at the spec that you get on a trend of this age. And we'll also talk a little bit about the condition and history of the vehicle as it is currently available for sale. So starting at the rear of the vehicle, you can see that we've got the rear barn doors. What I mean by that are two opening doors like so. You can see there we have some extra security locks. So on the rear doors of this van, so the rear doors there and also the side loading door, we have got what are called slam locks, and what that means is as soon as you shut the door is then locked. So even though the van may be unlocked at the moment, as soon as it's shut, that is locked. So I'll show you how to open that in a second. There is a separate key for that. Very, very secure. They can be disabled if you wanted to. They can then act as a deterrent, but as they stand right now, they are fully enabled. On the rear bumper, you can see that we've got the rear parking sensors just there. Now, if we move down the driver's side of the vehicle, being a trend does come with wheel trims. These are the trend wheel trims that you get with it. And if we look down the driver's side of the vehicle here, it's a good chance to have a look at the condition. And I must say, all in all, it does look to be a very straight van. There are a couple of small little ripples. I don't know if you can just pick those up there in the reflections. A small couple of little ripples there down the side of the van. And there are a couple of small little scratches here or there. But of course, it is a used commercial vehicle. At the end of the day, these aren't used to go to the shops on a Sunday. They are works vehicles. But all in all, as I say, I think that is a very presentable vehicle. Quite unusual to find one of these at all in a long wheelbase or high roof, but especially in a trend spec and in black as well. As we move around to the front of the vehicle then, you can see that on a trend you do get a colour-coded front bumper. You also get front fog lights, you get better headlights on a trend and a limited compared to just your standard van. And we've also got as well in the front bumper the integrated front parking sensors. So you have got parking sensors front and rear on this vehicle. Looking at the front here, condition all seems to be very good indeed. Bonnet looks to be very good. Front bumper all looks to be in good order. Lights all seem to be good as well. And now let's have a look in the cab and have a look at the spec that you get here on a trend inside the cab. So as we open the driver's door, we'll have a look at the driver's seat. So plenty of adjustability here on the driver's seat. This controls the height of the front of the seat, so that goes up or down there at the front. This controls the height of the whole of the seat, up or down, and then you've got the back adjustment there as well. Got a driver's armrest which is on a ratchet, so you can set that to your desired height. Just turn the blowers down a touch there, stop any noise. We've got electric windows. We've also got electric folding mirrors which are operatable like that. We've also got auto activated lights and wipers. This is the key that I was talking about, and I'll show you that in a second, how that works to operate the rear doors. We've got the leather multifunctioning steering wheel. On the right hand side, this is where you've got the onboard computer, which is just up in front of you there, and that's where you've got the mileage, which is 62,061 miles. You can also see that the van is running at the moment. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard, and it is all idling correctly as it should be. Just underneath these controls then, we've got the volume controls for the radio. You can also answer and hang up the phone, so you have got Bluetooth phone prep as well. And on the left hand side, these buttons here, that controls the screen which is up there. And then below that, you've got your cruise control, so you've also got that nice bit of spec as well. Up on top of the dashboard here, little handle there, if you pull on that, that reveals some extra storage and a USB, AUX and 12 volt socket. To the left of the steering wheel and the instrument clusters, we've got the heated windscreen button, and that is the actual elements in the screen and not just the blowers. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along with a 125 brake horsepower engine, and when you accompany that with cruise control makes these a very good motorway vehicle. As you can see here, once you've parked the vehicle or when you're at low speeds, you'll get this display here on the center, so you can actually see where objects are located around you, which are being picked up by the parking sensors. Looking at the radio, you can see you've got the phone button here. That's how you can connect your phone via Bluetooth. You've got another 12-volt socket down there, and we have got some service history with this vehicle as well. So if we have a look at this, you can see that we've got a service there listed at 12,150 miles in May 2017. There is a missing space here. We will chase up this dealership because there may be an extra service carried out there. And then more recently then there is another service there on the 15th of January 2021 at 61,343 miles, so literally only 700 or 800 miles ago. And you can see there D's and P's all round. I presume that means discs and pads all round. So just been serviced there. We will also of course be putting it through our workshop, so even though that's just been serviced with discs and pads, we still like to put it through our own workshop to check, you know, tyres and everything else, and obviously double check other people's work. Can't just take their word for it. We've then got the fold down work tray with cup holders and somewhere to store your paperwork. You do have storage underneath these passenger seats, so if you pull up on the front of the passenger seat, you can flip them forward and you've got some storage under there. You can do exactly the same with that far passenger side seat as well. Now if we take the keys out, turn the van off, take the keys, we'll go and have a look around the passenger side of the vehicle and have a look in the back, because in the back of this van we do have some extra racking as well, which may be an option, you know, which may be a bonus for the next user. Got slam lock here again on the side loading door. So what you need to do is when you just turn the key like that, it will pop the door open, and then this will reveal the load space in the rear here. So you've got the factory hardware in plastic floor. We've got the factory fitted bulkhead with the load through hatch. You can actually load through there underneath the passenger seat. We've got some storage there as well above the cab. We've got LED lighting in the roof, and as I say, we have got this very nice rack in here in the rear. So you've got some big shelves there. We've got a clamp under here, which that actually moves on a rail. So if you've got, say, a box there, then you could clamp that up there to stop it from moving in the back. Some more shelves, little drawers there as well. Those four are drawers, so they also pull out. But good racking. Of course, you could remove this if you wanted to. You could sell it, but I would imagine that will probably come in handy for the right person. So as I mentioned, the door is open now. As soon as you shut it, then that vehicle, or that door, shall I say, is locked. Looking down the passenger side of the vehicle here, again, similar story with the condition, all in very good presentable order, but of course remember that this is a used commercial vehicle, so you are going to have the odd chip or scratch here or there, just trying to pick out anything. I mean, if I look in this sort of area, particularly where you've got where someone would be using the key here, you can see where maybe a key has been dangling there, a couple of small little chips and things, but all in all, again, very presentable. The beauty of these long wheelbase high roof vans is you can get an 8x4 sheet in the back of these with no issue whatsoever. I am 6 foot and I can just about stand up fully in the back as well. Same thing goes for the slam lock on the rear door. Put the key in the lock there, turn it, and the door will pop open. You've got these yellow arms. If you clip those into the door, that then allows you to open the door up to its 180 degree position. You can do exactly the same with the other door. One question I do get asked is, do you need to do anything here for the second door in particular to open that? No, once you've done the slam lock on the driver's side one, you can open this one as normal. Again, you've got the same yellow arm there. clip that into the door, and you open that up to its 180-degree position as well, and there you can see the full accessibility of the load space. As you can see, the bottom of the doors are ply lined, and then this gives you another aspect then of that racking as well. Some more useful cubby holes there, maybe some silicone or something could be put in those. Van Kit is the make of it. That's a good system there, and it still leaves you plenty of room on the side. As I mentioned, it is ply lined there along the bottom half. If you'd like to inquire on this vehicle, please feel free to give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, starting as low as 7.9% APR, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. So if there's any other questions you may have which you feel that maybe haven't already been answered in this video, we'd love to hear from you, or also if you'd, of course, like to inquire about buying the van. Thank you very much for watching.